afternoon, everyone, especially to my fellow San Fernando Hanan. I am Diana J. Villarroya, 21, all the way from the economic hub of San Fernando, South Poblacion. The girl standing in front of you is a girl of strength, perseverance, and dedication. As a breadwinner for 3 years while struggling or juggling my role as a regular student, I have realized that we can do greater things if we believe in ourselves. When I was young, I was fond of reading science books to discover difficult terms in chemistry, biology, or even in physics. I have also been one of the copy reader and headline writer in our own school paper in high school. And now I initiate the use of renewable energy through sufficient and alternative ways to help protect Mother Earth. And being a science major student has helped me protect and care more for our environment. And also, I have been advocating for good journalism to fight drugs and terrorism. These are just some of the remarkable evolutions that I have experienced. And these evolutions are positive ones that create bigger impact to others. And I'm very excited to resonate my mission and vision towards every San Fernando Hanan with regard to my love for literature and arts this time. Because I believe that San Fernando is like a tub full of colorful, creative individuals with impactful ideas. And I'm very excited to see how we can work together in promoting literature and arts. Because I firmly believe that we can do greater things through power of the community and through the strength of our voices. Thank you so much. Mong alina mo sa San Fernando, ang munisipalidad na puno sa talento, sugatan to mo sa mga matamis na pahiyom, o mga dagway nga puno sa paglaom. Daghang salamat ug maayong adlaw kanatong tanan.
Wow, that was our Binibining one. But it's all pave way to Binibining 2.
Hello?
Sugod sa maayong pumatasan, maayong hapon kanatong tanan ug sa matag usa. And to the visitors, welcome to San Fernando. My name is Irina Marie Suico Basan. I'm 23 years old and I'm from Panataran, San Fernando, Cebu. One interesting fact about me that I could tell you is that I love to learn and study languages, as you all have me known, and that I love to continue to improve myself, especially in the academe, and that I think would promote a social change in the community I am now living in. And I love to travel. In that way, I can learn new cultures. And learning new cultures would promote the tourism in my hometown as well. That would be all, and I hope you'll be having a great day. Maayong hapon.
Daghang salamat, Binibining 2.
Next is Binibining 3.
Maayong hapon kanatong tanan. I am so glad to share this very moment with you. By the way, my name is Jennifer Paunil Basalo, 22 years old, and I'm from Barangay Pitalo. I am a fourth-year Bachelor of Science in Accountancy student and a consistent Dean's Lister. My short-term goal for now is to finish my studies, and my long-term goal is to become a certified public accountant someday in God's will. And I am so excited to share more memorable journeys and more meaningful experiences with the ladies and with the organization. Thank you and maayong hapon, San Fernando.
Maayong hapon, Binibini 3. And now, let's welcome Binibini 4.
I want a perfect soul. I want you to notice when I'm not around. It's so
Hello, everyone. This is Christine May, Sumagang Saladaga, your Binibini number 4. I am 19 years old and proud to represent Barangay Balot of San Fernando, Cebu. I am a working student who balances her time in pursuing her goals and achievements in life. I am also, I had also undergone basic rescue training from my junior high school alma mater organization and later on become a rescuer. I am a mental health advocate. As an empowered woman, I believe that I can help my fellow San Fernando Hanon as well out to people out there who are struggling mentally by educating them the challenges of mental health condition. With that, we can encourage them to see the brighter side of life, to always persevere in life, and together we can fight for a change. We are capable of change, and we have to smile again and stand again. Thank you. Thank you, Bini Bini 4. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Bini Bini 5.
Hello everyone, I'm Guinevere K. Cañares, 20, a resident from Barangay Panagtaran, San Fernando, Cebu. I am currently studying at Southwestern University, FINMA, taking up Bachelor of Science in Medical Technology. I am the eldest of a 4 siblings, and we are raised by a single mom. But through perseverance and hard work, I am here standing in front of you. And aside from that, I am an adventurous type of person, and I've been into different places here in Cebu, especially the mountain part, because I feel like I'm at peace, and it is also my coping mechanism. And with my very own tagline, San Fernando atong pinangga. Maayong hapon kaninyong tanan.
All right, what happened, Bini Bini 5? All right, this time let's have
a pleasant afternoon to everyone. This is Bini Thelma Suzanne Hermosa Dial, 18, all the way from the blooming Barangay Panagtaran. I am a children and women's welfare advocate, a fashion model from Stacy's Model Management, and the founder of Dream Catcher Organization. I am a proud San Fernando Hanon, and I'm very happy to be standing in front of you today. I hope everybody will have a good afternoon and enjoy this event. Thank you.
thank you, Bini Bini 6.
Now let's give the floor to Binibining 7.
Hi everyone, maayong hapon kanatong tanan. This is Rona May Intero Pahibag, 18 years old, all the way from Barangay South, Poblacion. I am currently studying as an education student and at the same time pursuing my career in pageantry industry. I stand here as an advocate of women empowerment. Women are the epitome of love, strength, courage, and sacrifices. And it is very important that we support and uplift women to reach their full potential. I was once a woman who have experienced discrimination, and I want that story to be a foundation of strength to all the San Fernando Hanon women. And that would be all. Thank you.
Thank you, Binibining 7. Let's welcome Binibining 8.
Good afternoon to each and everyone. My name is Kate Eloisa Alerta Alimpolo, 24 years old, and I am proud from North Poblacion, San Fernando, Cebu. I am a tourism management graduate, and an interesting fact about me is that I love reading because I believe that in reading, it is the strongest signal and the best foundation for success. Standing in front of you, I am an advocate for sustainability in tourism. After all, tourism is one of the biggest contributors in our country's economy. So we have to preserve and protect it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Binibining 8. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Binibining 9.
A pleasant afternoon, everyone. My name is Lovely Jane Arlao, 20, from South Poblacion, San Fernando, Cebu. I am currently studying in Cebu Normal University, taking up Bachelor of Early Childhood Education. And this woman standing in front of you is a strong and empowered woman. For I believe that we may encounter a lot of defeats, but we must not be defeated. I am also advocating for education for all because I do believe that education is our key to success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Binibining 9. All right, let's welcome and give the floor to Binibining 10.
Good afternoon, organizers. Good afternoon, special guests, Honorable Gemma Bacalla, Joey Ratia, Honorable Riza Kanoy, Lizelle Bamboa, and Vidala Lugiper. And especially to the all handlers and to our beautiful guest speaker. Good afternoon. A woman standing in front of you brings and upholds the cultural values of Cebuano. Espirituhanon, belief in God. Garbo, dignity and pride. Lumadnon, love of the community. Chloe Marie Katakutan, 23 years old, a tourism student who loves to travel because traveling makes me at ease, relax, and unwind. I also know how to play well because socializing makes me also want to mingle a lot of people. I know how to draw, sing, act, dance, and so on. And my only goal, because I am here, because I will use this platform to influence empowered younger generations, most especially those younger ones and those adults. I am here because I want to influence them. I want to help them understand and appreciate the beauty of tourism. Once again, this is your candidate number 10. Good afternoon and thank you.
Thank you, candidate number 10 or Binibining 10. All right, let's give the floor to Binibining 11.
Friends, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Honey Angelo Mirafuentes. I'm 23 years old and I'm from Sangat, San Fernando. Me and my family have been living here for 10 years now. And although I am not a lumad, but it is a place where I have found a home, a family, and it is a place where I have planted my roots and found myself and I grew to be the person that I am today. So I'm very flattered and honored to be now called a pure San Fernando Hanon. One interesting fact about me is that I passed ALS twice. I am a passer of the alternative learning system twice, both in primary and secondary education. But nonetheless, I graduated with flying honors in college. I graduated as a cum laude and earned a degree of Bachelor of Science in Criminology. My greatest aspiration in life is to become a law enforcer or to become a public servant, which I think is in line with my vision as a person and my vision as a candidate. Since my aspiration and my vision as a candidate is to raise awareness or to empower women by raising awareness about domestic abuse, particularly Republic Act 9262 or the Violence Against Women and Their Children Act, as defined under Republic Act 9262, Section 3, Paragraph A to D. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Binibining 11. Now let's welcome Binibining 12. It's my pleasure to introduce myself. My name is Jane Rose Esbra, and I am very comfortable to be called Jane. I am 21 years old, born and raised from San Fernando. Something interesting about myself is that I am a working student, working in a graveyard shift and a regular student in the morning. And yes, I was able to join this pageant. So my goal in life is to become a teacher. Not just teaching inside a classroom, but also teaching outside and became a motivational speaker that could inspire, motivate, and make difference. Thank you. Thank you so much, Binibining 12. And then, last but not the least, let's welcome Binibining 13. Thank you. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I am Miss Flor Carpi Canoy. I am 25 years old, and I am from Barangay San Isidro. I am a proud artisan, and at the same time, an entrepreneur. I am currently running my business that is also related to handicraft and woodcraft. I am a licensed teacher, and I am currently pursuing my master's degree at Cebu Normal University. I am also an ASD, or Autism Spectrum Disorder Awareness
advocate, and of course, I always believe that San Fernando has a lot of things to offer, especially the people of San Fernando, because San Fernando is already a culturally diverse community. Thank you.
She is Miss San Fernando 2014 and Miss Cebu 2014. Miss San Fernando 2012 and Miss Cebu 2014 official candidate. She's none other than Miss Margaret Tacey Manalop. A round of applause, everyone.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, especially our very distinguished guests. So honored to be here right now, and I'm shaking. So over the years, we've witnessed the evolution in the pageant industry, and I'm glad because our hometown is not left behind, and we're also stepping up the ladder. So if you look at our beautiful ladies here, it wasn't like this before during my time in 2012. So it's very inspiring, and it's really nice to know that we have people in San Fernando who wants improvement with every events that we have for the annual celebration in line with the festivity of our patron saint, San Isidro Labrador. So we bring this kind of event not only to celebrate the beauty of every binibinis in San Fernando, but and it's also definitely not just a show. It's different right now, the level of pageantry, even in small hometowns like our own. It's these girls aren't just here to showcase what they have physically, but they're also advocates, or they're also speaking for themselves, and they have platforms or causes that they want to actually talk about. So, ladies, if you really have that causes and advocacy that are really close to your heart, Binibining San Fernando is a good start for you to talk about these things, because it's not a chance that everyone gets to have. Though we have Facebook right now, we have social media platforms where we are able to voice out our opinions, but sometimes it gets crazy there. Like,
Right, let's start with Binibini 1. She is Binibini Diana Jane Maturan Villaroya. Congratulations, Binibini 1. You are an official candidate. Next is Binibini 2. She is Binibini Evwina Marie Sueco Basan.
When will we share precious moments? Will I have to wait forever? Or will I have to suffer and cry the whole
Let's welcome Binibini 3. She is Binibini Jennifer Paunil Basalo.
When will our hearts beat together? Are we in love or just friends? Is this my beginning?
Next is Binibini 4. Christine May Sumagan Saladaga.
When will I see you again? When will I see you again? Guinevere Capilla Canares. Next is Binibini 6. Binibini Thelma Suzanne Hermosa Diao. Next is Binibini 7. Binibini Rona May Intero Bahiba. Alright, let's have Binibini 8. Binibini Kate Eloisa Alerta Alimpulos. Let's welcome Binibini 9. Binibini Lovely J Ezra Generalao. Let's have Binibini 10. Binibini Chloe Marie Sasuda Katakuta. Let's have Binibini 11. Binibini Honey Angelo Mylan Mirafuentes. Second to the last, Binibini 12. Binibini Jane Rose Kanoy Esbra. And now the last Binibini is Binibini 30. Floor Car Pacaldo Kanoy. Ladies and gentlemen, that was your official candidates for Binibining San Fernando 2023. A round of applause, everyone. At this moment is the photo opportunity with all the official candidates.
All my love, that's all I do. And if you saw my love, you'd love it too. I love him. He gives me everything. And
Okay, ladies, you may now take your seat. At this moment, ladies and gentlemen, let's have Mr. Genesis Seas, the Municipal Tourism Officer, for the event briefer. A round of applause, please.
Mayong hapon kanatong tanan. Thank you so much, our SB officials, for coming, for doing the honors of sashing our candidates. And thank you as well sa atong guests from the media, the vloggers, and ato ang mga handlers, ato ang mga family sa atong mga candidates. And also to my staff, thank you so much for coming here. So our program for today is just a snippet of what is coming. So we have prepared so many performances on the night, on the coronation night, which will happen on May 14, 2023. It's Sunday and it's Mother's Day as well. So magkita-kita kita ngadto sa San Fernando Sports Complex by 9 p.m. So this pageant is a showcase of Cebuano culture and heritage. Dapat proud ta kung unsa kita. So by tomorrow, we will also be visiting Hinablon sa Argao. We will also be visiting mga tourist spots sa Argao. The reason why I am bringing the girls to Argao and not just in San Fernando, because I wanted 14, at least 13 people to be inspired what it is to take care of our culture and heritage. And these 13 people will replicate. It's a domino effect on how we're going to protect our culture and heritage. So on the coronation night, I'm also glad to announce that Beatriz Luigi Gomez will be doing will be our chairman of the board of judges. She represented San Fernando in the Binibining Cebu pageant, and shortly after, she joined Miss Universe Philippines, and she was able to Lisod siya sa top 5 in the Miss Universe 2022, 2021. And we're also expecting the internationally renowned, formerly known UV Coral, but they are now called Jose Argullas Visayas Coral, to perform during the show in a fashion show which is a collaboration of the Hinablon in Sitio Argao and Saturday Dress. And I'm also thankful for Saturday Dress, the owner, especially Miss Jonah Cañedo, a proud San Fernando Hanon as well. That's just a snippet of what's to come. I hope you're going to watch the show. Thank you for coming here, and let's keep the ball rolling. Daghang salamat.
Daghang salamat, Sir Jen. Sir Jen, I believe you are wearing a hablon right now. Wow, I also have a hablon. It's a wallet. Sorry. So Argao Municipality will be so happy to welcome San Fernando. Wow, I am so excited. Okay, at this moment, ladies and gentlemen, is the press conference wherein we are going to test how intelligent are these 13 candidates in here. Are you ready? Ready na ba ang tana? Okay, ang pangutana, ang candidates, ready na ba? Let's start with Sir Ted. to do if my
Hi, everyone. Ladies, hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon to each and everyone who are here with us. Just one quick question, though. Listening to all your introductions, I've noticed that I think there were three. Uh, uh, yeah, around three of you who are advocating women empowerment, right? So, as someone who is an advocate of such an idea, yeah, an idea in a sense, how would you or how do you see Miss and Fernando as a platform? Kinsa to si um, candidate or binibining number 4. Sakto ba? I don't know. Binibining number 6. Binibining number 6. Okay. So we have Binibining number 6.
So I think Binibining San Fernando is a very great platform actually to expand that advocacy. So again, I am a children's welfare and women's welfare advocate, which also expands to Dreamcatcher organization. It's very important to empower our women. And as you notice nowadays that not really everyone, but some really underestimate the power of women, especially when it comes to leadership. But women are very great leaders, and I very much support empowerment when it comes to that. And I really want to see more women leading the world. And one spark can become a flame, actually. We can start with ourselves. Instead of bringing other women down, we can uplift them. They are our sisters. And we should support one another instead of spreading negativity. So we should just try our hardest to do the right thing all the time. And it's not very hard. Just seek inside your heart. You can do it. And always do the right thing. If you can speak, speak up. And always use your voice in the right way. Thank you.
Thank you. We also have Binibini number 7, I believe. Okay.
May I ask you a question again, sir?
Yeah. How do you see the Binibini San Fernando as a platform in relation to your advocacy for women empowerment?
I believe that Binibining San Fernando will help me expand my platform about women empowerment. As a pageant enthusiast, I have received a lot of criticisms in life. I was once told that I don't fit in this kind of field because I don't have what it takes to become a beauty queen. And I want that story to be an inspiration to the San Fernando Hanon women to also believe in themselves and know that they are capable of making their dreams into reality. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We also have, I think, Binibini 11, right? Anti-violence and domestic, it's also women's right.
So, my queen.
Yeah. How do you see Binibining San Fernando as a platform in, maximizing your advocacy for women?
So, since my advocacy focuses on women empowerment by raising awareness about domestic abuse, so the people, my target audience, are those who are victims of violence, especially violence that they feel or suffer from their own partners, maybe someone who's a girl, a husband, or a boyfriend. This opportunity of being a part of Binibining San Fernando gives me an opportunity to have my mission and vision realized. My vision is to create a commune one day here within our municipality in San Fernando, to create a commune wherein those victims of violence can run to and seek shelter, safety, and solitude in. And in turn, the same commune will provide legal service, educational service, financial service if pwede, and educational service in terms of ALS or alternative learning systems, since I'm also a product of ALS and TESDA, so that in turn, one day they will become, when they reintegrate back into the society, they will become the empowered, independent women that they are. The mission is to get in touch with people who can help me have this dream realized. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, can I add? Okay. We also have Filipinos who were advocating for education and those who are studying in education, right? I think there were 3 as well. So, okay. Now, the only thing we want to know is that as a Binibini right now, how do you see yourself as someone contributing to the education in San Fernando? Education is a very essential thing to tackle, di ba, sa atong mga konsyales. Not only in San Fernando, it's also around Cebu and the Philippines. Grabe nga issue ang education. How do you see yourself as a contributing person sa education system sa atong very small steps? Can you share? Um, I think we can start with Binibini 13. Yeah. An education student, a master's student, master's student at CNU. Okay.
Okay, so actually I am a licensed teacher already and I have an experience of teaching. So by teaching, of course, Binibining San Fernando is not just about the glitz and glamour, it's not just about the crown, but it's all about what you can give, what you can help, and what you can offer to your fellow San Fernandohanos. And I believe that I have the knowledge and the skills and experience, of course, to give that to my fellow San Fernandohanos. And of course, as an artisan, I am also involved with handicraft and woodcraft. Of course, we could give trainings like TESDA trainings to our fellow San Fernandohanos, especially that we have our own state university here that is majoring in education also. And of course, when you are an education student, it is very useful that you have your TESDA certification. And of course, it is going to be a very big help, not just for our students, state university students, but for all San Fernandohanos to be certified skilled workers. And of course, there are a lot of things that you could do and a lot of opportunities when it comes to giving education and teaching people skills. Because of course, having a degree, having a master's degree, being educated is actually an advantage, but being a skill is a plus. And of course, every one of us should have both of that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So napatay two others, but I think one is already enough to give room for others who would like to ask. Now, down to my last question. Also, some of you spoke about being, every one of you are culturally diverse, man, as a Binibini. It's one of your, it's one of the things that you are advocating as well, generally. Now, for Binibini, I think it was two. Okay, two. Yeah. As a culturally diverse Binibini, how do you find traveling as something that would make you culturally diverse, especially as a Binibini San Fernando?
Okay, so makausap pa, may hapon ka na tong tanan. Thank you for the question, Sir Ted, and to the visitors, welcome. Now, in my experiences of traveling, in which I am very thankful for, I have been traveling domestically and internationally, and I love traveling not because I get to stay in luxurious hotels or stuff like that, but I get to learn a lot from those cultures, and it gets to expand my perspective and how to promote social change within my community itself, on how to replicate the sustainable development plans, in which is my main advocacy, by the way. My main advocacy is environmental protection and social responsibility. Now, through these travels, I have gained knowledge on how to replicate these practices into our town so as to promote social change, the change we've all been talking about, but we have not been seeing so far. So I believe that is a useful tool for me. And I also believe that culture is everything that an individual learns as part of his or her society, right? Culture is what an individual does, set of belief systems, attitudes, behaviors, and those, I think, learnings from those countries and those places that I've visited, I can incorporate that to San Fernando itself. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, I believe those were the set of questions I preferred initially on.
Thank you so much, Sir Ted of CDN. Now let's welcome Mr. Ivo. Let's give the floor to Mr. Ivo to give these stunning and equally intelligent ladies a question.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank the local government unit of San Fernando with Honorable Mayor Maita Canoy, with Sir Genesis being the municipal tourism officer, for having me here this afternoon. And I feel so delighted seeing all these women who are equally competent and well versed. And I believe if I were to judge you, I will not judge you because for me, you are all winners. You know what? You left me out of words. You know, hearing your backgrounds of what you are into. My God, I can never imagine that you all are San Fernando Hanons, and I'm so proud of it. And you make me so proud of being a San Fernando Hanon. And of course, I'd like to congratulate and thank also the parents who are actually very supportive for producing these kind of ladies or actually confidently beautiful. So once again, let's give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. No, actually, I have prepared here 15 questions. And I'd like to ask them individually, but due to time constraints, I think I just have to ask 5 of them or maybe 6, or I don't know, if Sir Jen would allow me. Okay, so this question goes to candidate number 1.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Hi, good
Hi.
afternoon.
Hello.
Thank you for coming.
Yes, so during your introduction, I actually jotted down your backgrounds, your necessary backgrounds and information based on what you just mentioned earlier. And you actually have a mission and a vision on literature and arts. Now, through literature and arts, what should a Binibining San Fernando envision? Again, what should a Binibining San Fernando envision?
Thank you so much for, of course, a very challenging and a very impactful question. Now, being a Binibining San Fernando does not always about how beautiful you are or sexy you are. That is why I'm standing here to be able to impact others through my vision and mission with regard to literature and arts and how I envision San Fernando incorporated with my advocacy, which is literature and arts. I would like San Fernando to be known not just locally, nationally, or even internationally. Okay? I want San Fernando to be known through its literature, culture, and the arts. And if you don't know, the highlight actually of my advocacy is Mr. Ernesto Lariosa, who is a vanguard of Cebuano literature. And it's very important, and it's very important that we get or give credits to those people who give pride to San Fernando. And in fact, Mr. Ernesto Lariosa is the one who wrote the history of San Fernando, and not just the history of San Fernando, but the history of Carmen. And aside from Mr. Ernesto Lariosa, we also have Mr. Christopher Hava Sr. He's actually known for sculpturing and also painting, okay? And he's known with his beautiful works, and it's already displayed in the capital and in beautiful landmarks here in Cebu. And it's very, a pride to San Fernando that we have these people who incorporate and who bring pride to our municipality with their talents, skills, and of course, their passion in literature and arts. And I want San Fernando to be known with their arts and of course, their skills, talents, and passion. Thank you so much, everyone.
Wow. Thank you so much for being so knowledgeable and informative. And I think that should be a Miss San Fernando, meaning someone who is actually knowledgeable of what the place is, and of course, the people, the culture, and the arts. Thank you so much. Now, my next question goes to candidate number 2. Yes, I've actually heard rumors that you're actually one of the toughest candidates in this competition. How do you feel? How do you feel about it?
I feel honored actually, but I feel humbled at the same time so as to up the game because We are here with rightfully equally diverse and empowered Cebuana right here in front of you.
Okay, thank you. Now your question is, you love studying languages, and we share the same feeling because I am also a language graduate from Cebu Normal University, and I love what you just said that you love studying languages. Now, candidate number two, what do you think is the greatest problem affecting the wrong usage of Cebuano language among the young generations? Again, what do you think is the greatest problem affecting the wrong usage of the Cebuano language among this young generation?
Okay, thank you very much. The problem of using the Cebuano language among younger generation in today's world is the blatantly utilization of the language but not comprehending it, because Cebuano language in its very nature is culturally diverse. It is embedded in every culture, and we know culture in itself is diverse. Culture is understood in the context within the locality of the people surviving and then evolving through the needs and through the elements of their surrounding. Now, I believe they're blatantly using these languages without comprehending it. And as an advocate, of course, as a fellow learner of languages, German language, for example, Korean languages, and all the other languages that I've learned and that have been popularized are so deeply rooted in their cultures. And I believe it is our job as San Fernando Hanons right here to deliver the message.
Candidate number three, how are you feeling now, Ipok?
I feel so glad and blessed to be part of this organization, candidate again, official candidate. It's such a good experience and it helped me improve myself even more.
Yes. And I've heard that you are having a pasarela and a Q&A training, right?
Yes, because I guess my communication skills is one of my weaknesses.
Yes. And what do you think is the most interesting thing about having those trainings? And what is that special thing that you actually share with your fellow candidates?
Having passerella trainings and Q&A, some may think that it is very nice to have it, but really, as for me, I am partly sad because I have to still, improve this in me, because as a beauty queen, I wanted to have that very perfect passerella and Q&A, but however, I am not blessed with it perfectly. However, one thing that I realized upon having these trainings, it is very exhausting. It requires a lot of effort and determination to really work hard for it, to really learn it. And that is why I realized that it is true that nothing worth having is easy. And with that, I would like to share to my co-candidates that we have to keep improving, even though we know that we are weak in this industry, because if we dream about it, if we wanted to really pursue our dream, which is to become a beauty queen and to represent San Fernando in a bigger platform, maybe nationally and hopefully internationally. So yes, let's keep working on what we want, and let's keep praying to God for His guidance in whatever we do. Thank you.
Yes, and I so love that manifestation of representing San Fernando globally. And yeah. And I hope that at the end of this journey, everything would be paid off. Okay, thank you so much, candidate number three. Now I would like to hear from candidate number eight. Hi, good afternoon.
Hello.
Okay.
Yes, hello, good afternoon.
Yes. So how are you feeling right at this moment?
I'm feeling ecstatic and excited as well, and with the view, it's very refreshing.
Yes. As fresh as you are.
Thank you.
Okay. Now you are on your quest of becoming the first ever Binibining San Fernando. Okay. Now, being an ambassadress of the municipality, how would you embody San Fernando in your own capacity? Again, being an ambassadress, how would you embody San Fernando in your own capacity?
Thank you so much for that question. I believe that a true empowered San Fernando Hanon has to have the heart for its people. I believe that the heart to lead to our community into opportunities and greener pastures. I believe that she should not be selfish enough to think of her own benefits, but is selfless enough to think of her impact, to inspire and be an inspiration to all the San Fernando Hanans. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 8.
Thank you so much.
And lastly, I can't afford to, leave or pass on this microphone without even asking my neighbor. And I hope you'll be representing San Isidro. Yes,
Yes.
Floricar.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hello. You are actually having your master's degree in Cebu Normal.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, how do you take it? Do you take it easy or what?
Actually, studying again in Cebu Normal University is quite a pressure because, of course, I'm in my master's degree and I'm almost done with the degree also. So it's kind of tough, but of course, being a teacher and being an educator, you need to be flexible enough, and I think that is a very important attitude as a Binibini, also being flexible.
Okay, thank you for that. And I have written here that you are an advocate of
ASD.
autism.
Yes.
Yes. What does it stand for?
And ASD stands for Autism Spectrum Disorder.
Okay, thank you. Now, if you were to win the crown as Binibining San Fernando 2023, how could you be of great help in the lives of these people or children who are having ASD?
Okay, so actually, as an artist, I really love art, and of course, I also have what deeply inspires me to be an advocate of ASD awareness to our community and to our fellow San Fernando Hanos because I have my 2 nephews who are ASD also, so they have autism level 2, and I can see that they are very creative, and of course, they should feel that they belong in our community. And it is going to be very big help for them because here in San Fernando, I don't know if everybody is aware about this, but we have a lot of children who have ASD. Actually, nagkumpul-kumpul na siya sa atong SPED center here in our town. And of course, they are very creative, very imaginative, and it seems like they have their own superpowers when it comes to art. So of course, it is going to be a very big opportunity for them also to be an artist, to be known in our community, not just in San Fernando, but also outside San Fernando, because they belong here, they deserve to be known, and of course, they should not be left behind, because they may be different in their brains and how it functions, but they are not less, and it does not make them less, because everybody in San Fernando gives a lot of things, and it can offer a lot of things also, especially in arts, because, of course, in San Fernando, we have a long history, rich history of arts. Actually, right now we have a lot of tattoo artists. We have handicraft that ventures into small businesses like me. And of course, we also have forgotten wood crafts. And it is going to be a big opportunity, not just for the people, but of course for the town of San Fernando. And actually, I am proud to say that all my tattoos are made by our fellow San Fernando Hanos. Lumad San Fernando Hanos. Thank you.
Oh my God. I'm on a hot seat. I mean, I can't handle the communication skills of our candidates. I think this is one of the best. I think that is the best batch ever that Miss San Fernando or Binibining San Fernando has ever had. And I have here one more question, and this goes to everyone. And to the one who wants to answer the question, just raise your hand. Now it's as if we are in a classroom situation. Okay. Okay. So the question is, what quality of a San Fernando Hanon that has to radiate and be celebrated not just by your fellow San Fernando Hanon, but also the rest of the neighboring towns and cities. Again, what quality of a San Fernando Hanon that has to radiate and be celebrated not just by your fellow San Fernando Hanon, but also from people from the neighboring towns and cities as well. Candidate number one, Miss Villaroya. I love the confidence and the quick response.
Check. All right. So again, once again, good afternoon, everyone. The qualities that San Fernando Hanons should radiate to other municipalities or the neighboring towns would be the two C's. First, we have the confidence. Second is compassion. Confidence, because a lot of people are suffering from low self-esteem. It's very important to uplift each other so that they'll be more confident enough to reach their full potential and to be able to impact or inspire others and eventually be their best self. Okay? Next, we have to be compassionate. We all struggle difficult circumstances in life, and it's very important that we must be kinder to one another and show compassion to one another so that we may be able to shine together, we may be able to succeed together. Because San Fernando, we're like a shining constellation in the sky. San Fernando shines. Thank you.
And with that, I'd like to thank everyone, all the candidates. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a big round of applause. And thank you for patiently answering and responding to the questions that I just thrown to you earlier. Sir Jan?
All right, congratulations, ladies. Okay, who among the candidates aren't able to answer a specific question? So now is your chance to be heard, okay? All right, let's have Mr. Januar from Freeman.
Okay. Hello, good afternoon, Queens. Just to introduce myself, my name is Janwar Junior Guha. I'm an entertainment reporter for The Freeman. So I have two questions for a group of the candidates here. Two of them, and then I have two questions for the specific queens, if we have time. So let me just ask my first question first. For the even number queens, so that's 2, 4, 6, and so on. What is your preparation process for this competition, Bob?
Hi, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, co-candidates. As a second timer joining this pageant, I believe that I have so many preparations that I have right now. I tend to be like, to be honest, so there's a lot of pressure that I'm going in. The parcela, the Q&A, and so on. I think that I remember back then that I was so demure, that I was so shy to show off my potential and capabilities in this industry. So now I believe that today, this is my destiny. The fate brings me here to showcase what I've got. And I am already 100% to already prepared to show something more during that night. So I think that the preparation with the help of my mentor, my handler, they encouraged me and motivated me in every aspect that I'm having difficulties. So I believe that because of these weaknesses that I have right now, this is what makes me more motivated and encouraged to do more, to push myself and to achieve the goals that I really wanted to accomplish. That's all.
Hello. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. As for everybody to know, this is my ever first pageant. And there are so many people who don't support me. But despite of all of it, I also have persons that supported me. So I have undergone Q&A and Pasarela training because I am not confident enough, but actually I didn't expect to reach the cut-off. But I think it's a beginner's luck to be in. So I undergone Q&A and Pasarela for me to become confident enough, for me to be ready on bigger stage. Despite being a first timer and on a bigger stage, I know that I can do it and I can slay the stage. Thank you.
Hello. Yes, good afternoon. I prepare went above and beyond to be here. I also have pastorela and Q&A training because I feel like it is also my first big pageant that I've joined, and I am also here because of my advocacy, which is to raise awareness about anti-cancel culture. Because I don't like seeing somebody or someone who is being canceled just because of their color or even how they look like, how they stand in their own way of living. I just want to give the constitutional freedom that they deserve. Together, we San Fernandohanos respect one another. By that, we can make cancel culture into a culture with love and compassion. Thank you.
Hello. So good afternoon, everyone. So actually, this is really my first time joining a big pageant. And to be honest, I really don't have enough preparation because, as what I have said earlier, I am really a working student, working at night, and yeah, student in the morning. But I am not taking this as a hindrance, but instead, I am taking this as an achievement that I can do anything, or despite the challenges that that life has thrown at me, I can really say that I can provide a meaningful impact to the to people who are suffering. Most especially, I am advocating mental health, adolescents' mental health, because I will always, I mean, I choose mental health and I will always choose mental health because whoever and whatever enemy that you are facing to, but if your mental health are being affected, then basically you are being damaged. So I am here as a Binibining San Fernando raising this platform that I I'm willing to stand, to inspire, and that's what I have said, to make a difference, to do the same and inspire young ladies to do the same and create and make a difference. Thank you.
I'll proceed to my next question, or does anyone else want to answer? Okay, I'll proceed to my next question. So what should you become Binibining San Fernando? Should we be crowned as such? What are your plans for San Fernando and maybe the whole Cebu as well? Like to answer.
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. So, if I would be given a chance to be crowned Binibining San Fernando, my plans for San Fernando and for the whole Cebu or even the whole world, if I am blessed enough, is to expand my platform. So, actually, I've started my organization, which is Dreamcatcher Organization. I've been very vocal about it. And I've started since as I was 13. I started with my own savings. And as someone who grew with political people, in my family, I really learned that serving with an honest heart is very important. I don't have any plans to be politically inclined, but I would like to really inspire others to join me with my and stand with me with my organization, which is Dreamcatcher. So I'd like to do more outreach programs for the children and women, and it really starts at home. I would also like to do and conduct speaking seminars to inspire others. And that is the preparation that I am actually doing and I am starting. So if blessed enough to be crowned, I would really love to make my Dreamcatcher organization grow. Thank you.
Thank you. Just a quick follow-up question. When did you start this organization?
So I started it when I was 13, sir. Yeah, and it was actually a very fun experience. It was a Christmas party in a sitio in our barangay. So I bought like stuff for the children, like candies, clothes, and Bagyong Odette. I also went to another sitio at my barangay, and I went with my mom, but I bought all the stuff, and seeing the children smile is very, very worthwhile, worth the time, worth the effort. And I would really love to really, really work hard on Dreamcatcher organization, to be honest.
That's great. What
Thank
year
you.
what year was this established?
2008, 2019, 2018.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I hope you had a fun.
And for the other queens, what are your plans as Binibining San Fernando, and what can you do for, for San?
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. If I would be given a chance to be the first Binibining San Fernando, I would like to promote my advocacy, which is the education for all. Because as an educator, I do believe that education is a very important thing in our lives, especially to the children. I believe it's very important. And also, being well educated, having that degree or having a diploma is something that no one can ever take away. So I do believe and I stand for my advocacy that education is our key to have a successful life. Thank you, sir.
So, if given a chance to be to be the first ever Binibining San Fernando 2023, I would use my influence, my crown, my heart, and my voice to show to human being that there is only one most important thing in this world, which is to know our Almighty Father. If you know God, then the rest will follow. And I want to show to my fellow San Fernandohanos that my heart is full of compassion and kindness. And I will also propose to the legislative government unit about my advocacy because it is not yet in the table of San Fernando to have the equality where we can say that if we go to San Fernando, we can say that, oh, that place where we go is safe, safe from discrimination and anti-cancel culture. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon once again. So, first of all, I didn't join here just because of the title. But if given a chance to give out my service to the all San Fernandoanos, I will use this title of this platform and authority to stretch out my advocacy, focusing on tourism sustainability advocacy. Because I believe that tourism is one of the relevant aspects that each community must possess. And in this way, I will use as a working student in the capital or Cebu Provincial Tourism Office. I will use my knowledge, my trainings, my skills in implementing programs, seminars, or workshops, or even implement plans such as tourism development plan, ecotourism management plan, visitor management plan, and so on. Because in this way, we will be able to assess, to identify as to what will become the SWOT analysis and to have a competitive advantage among other municipalities. So thank you.
Yes, hello, good afternoon again, everyone. So, if given the chance, if I would be the first Binibining San Fernando, I would use this platform to be an ambassadress to our municipality to educate people for my advocacy, which is the sustainability of tourism. As we all know, with the pandemic has brought a lot of challenges in an individual's life. So I think that I would collaborate with the local government units as well as our town's mayor, the councillors, and everyone in the tourism office to create create promotions and sustainable plans and programs for the tourism here in San Fernando. And as we all know, San Fernando's tourism is still a work in progress, is still progressing. So with this promotions and opportunities that I will make a way for them, I think that San Fernando's tourism would be a great advantage to its people, to all the San Fernandohanos with their livelihoods. And I think that, and I believe that tourism in San Fernando would be on a national level, and I will promote that to both not just to regional, but as well as to national and international audience. Thank you.
Hello, once again. Good afternoon, everyone. So, if I'm given the chance and the honor to be the first ever Binibining San Fernando, I would use this platform to um, raise awareness about my advocacy and to spread my advocacy, which is to empower women by raising awareness about domestic abuse, because this is actually an advocacy that is somewhat close to my heart and close to home, because my tita is a victim of domestic abuse. And I know some people who are close to me, my friends, my acquaintances, who are also victims of such. So the mission is to get in touch with influential people, both in public and private sector, and to actually create this commune within our municipality, so that in the future, whether you're from San Fernando or from neighboring municipalities or cities, you will always have a place to run to in case that you go through a certain problem that involves you being being in a relationship with an abusive partner. So that's all. Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon, sir. Okay, so if I will be the first ever Binibining San Fernando, of course, I would like to strengthen my advocacy, which is community capacity building program through arts, handicraft, and woodcraft. Because here in San Fernando, we have a lot of tattoo artists, handcrafters, and woodcrafters, and we are very creative and talented. We are culturally diverse. And since we are practicing Purok system here in our town, this could be an opportunity to let each Purok create their own product, create their own handicraft, and of course to be their own identity, and all together we can make San Fernando known and engraved in the map of Cebu, like, hey, we exist in the map of Cebu, because of course we are in the middle of a very known cities, which is Naga City and Karkar City. So it's time for us to uplift and of course be known with our culture and arts. And this type of advocacy is really genderless, it's ageless, because everybody, even though you are a member of LGBTQ community, of course you are open. We are all open to express ourselves through arts. And actually, I am very proud that we already have a mural wall there in our PNP in our town. So that is a very great start to express ourselves, because we have a lot of mural artists here in San Fernando. We just need to love our own and of course to promote this type of industry, because we have a lot of things to offer. Before we have our PC industry, but I think it is already forgotten. In Tinugdan and Sangat, we also have wood crafting. So San Fernando is very artistic, and it's time for us to uplift and use these talents in order to be known, not just in Cebu, not just in the Philippines, but hopefully internationally. Thank you.
If ever I would win as the first ever Binibining San Fernando, I would like to work on with the local government unit to promote my advocacy mental health. We can go on a different sitio and different barangays here in our municipality and do small talks and open forum for these youth or youngsters who have experienced mental health illness. It is very important to give importance to your mental health, because how is your physical health when your mental health is not that stable? So with that, with my own story, I can encourage them to see the brighter side of life, and for them to not feel alone in this tunnel, and for them to feel inspired. That's all. Thank you.
So, good afternoon once again. Oh my God. So, good afternoon. I'm sorry, my feet is trembling and very sakit. So, I believe that I believe, I believe that people is the very foundation of success. So, however, today we live in a very complicated society. We are challenged to keep up with the demand of what is surrounding us, and in return, we experience, or it makes people and effective to as a member of the family and in at a larger group as a member of society. Hence, that is when my advocacy becomes very important, which is holistic healthcare. Holistic healthcare is a wellness that addresses simultaneously to our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. And there is this saying that goes, we can be productive individual if we start with ourselves, and that is why I am inspiring people to shapen their well-being, to take care of themselves themselves first before loving others, because we cannot give what we do not have. Hence, we must start first with making a healthy lifestyle, and that is by the time that we get to love others effectively too. Thank you.
Thank you. You did well given your chance.
Okay, so good afternoon once again. Now, joining the pageant has not been a 100% decision, but one important person inspired me to actually join the pageant, and he told me that it's not just a regular pageant, but it's a pageant with a cause. Hence, after the pageant, you get to do a lot of stuff. And with my years of civil engagements, I believe that these ladies right here have equally important advocacies that the government in San Fernando should put more focus on. And with my experiences in the civil organization, including the Philippine National Police, Kabataan kontra Droga and Terrorismo, the Philippine National Army's Youth Forces of the Philippines, the Pag-asa Youth And that is my advocacy. That is environmental protection and social responsibility. Now, social responsibility, I would like to highlight this and I would like to take this opportunity to tell everyone that this will not be eventful and this will not be effective without the help of each San Fernandohanan people. The government cannot do this act alone, actually. It needs the help of every San Fernandohanan people, and that I think active citizenship is important in promoting sustainable development plans. Thank you very much.
So I think I'll maybe the last one to share of course, my thoughts about if I win the Binibining crown. Of course, when I was in high school, actually, we annually invite writers, especially from the Freeman, of course, to educate the students about writing, especially news writing, feature writing, editorial writing. And that is why I've shared earlier that I'm a copy reader and a handline writing. And it's very an interesting path and an interesting career. Now, we all know that the Philippines has a very low literacy rate, and that's why I am emphasizing literature and arts, because if I won the crown, I will be establishing a platform wherein we will be inviting a lot of writers to educate and to do seminars or symposiums to the youngsters or to the young ones, especially to those people who are having difficulties in writing or even in reading. And also, with regard to craft and the arts, we can invite a lot of painters, not only famous in Cebu, as well as the ones who are famous all around the world, so that those San Fernandohanos that are low-key painting or sculpturing, they'll be able to gain inspiration and turn their passion and talents into entrepreneurial activity. Entrepreneurial opportunities. And it's very important that, of course, we earn from the things that we enjoy doing. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good luck and break a leg.
Okay, thank you so much, Binibinis, and of course, sir, thank you so much. Now, let's give the floor to Miss Luella.
Hello, good afternoon, ladies. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm very happy to be here. Thanks, Genesis, for the invite. And I would like to commend the screening committee. Oh my God, all your girls are so eloquent. Very nicely done. So, I will only have three questions. One already has a bit of an injury. Um, I represent basically the community of the OFW, so I can say myself that I'm very hardworking and all these things. Now, one of the candidates, Binibini 11, so she's a working student in the evening and also a student in the morning. So that's very, very good and very, very, like I would commend the efforts and you're such an inspiration. Working as an OFW is always hard work day in and day out. Now, my question, and we always have this one mantra or a motto that I would live by on my day-to-day work life. So for you, what is that one mantra, Binibining 11? Oh no, sorry, Binibining 12. What is that one mantra that you are holding on dearly, that would help you move on a day-to-day basis when things are going south or not according to your plan?
All right, thank you. So yeah, as a woman, I once being trapped in a shell of self-doubt. I questioned my abilities, skills, and knowledge. I soon realized that before I could empower others, I really need to empower myself first. So that is why there is someone inspires me to unleash the lion within me. And we all know that the lion mindset is really impactful. So yeah, despite the challenges that I was able to, the life has thrown at me, I can really say that this is really not a hindrance. This is really not a hindrance, but an inspiration, an achievement that I can do things and inspire others to create a meaningful impact. So that is why before I end this, I would like to leave a comment. So ladies and gentlemen, most especially ladies, be bold, be courageous, be persistent, and most especially be you. Thank you.
That's so sweet of you. Okay, so my next question, anyway, I only have three questions, and this is my second one. Where's Sir Ivo? So he kind of mentioned about the baby of the pageant, and I kind of known her for quite some time. I've seen her a bit, in the pageant industry. This time, Binibini 3, what are we going to expect from a Jennifer Basalo at this very edition of this competition?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So actually, this is my very second time to join Binibining San Fernando, although the title was changed to Binibining San Fernando. So for this time, you would expect a much more well-trained women, much more confident, and because, yes, I admit, last time I was really a weak one because I didn't have the same amount of preparations that I have right now. Right now, I am really having daily or regular exercise because I believe that exercising helps us develop chemicals in the brain that is responsible for our mood and our development. Yes, I have done through a lot of preparations just to become, to give it all to become the first ever Binibining San Fernando 2023. As a beauty queen, I am a committed. Actually, I sacrificed my class for today just for this event because I really wanted to inspire others, to motivate others to join my cause. And that is what you will be expecting from me, a more active participation from San Fernando Hanon, since my advocacy is to holistic wellness, which requires people to really actively participate in in daily activities that San Fernando will bring because, yes, as what I've said, being active helps us become more competent individual. So yes, you would expect a lot more improvement in my passerella and also in my communication skills as what I am really working very hard right now. Thank you.
Well, we cannot wait to see you on May 14. Also, one candidate strikes me a little bit. Maybe it's because of the connection or something, but I'm talking about Binibining number 7. And I wanted to ask every candidate for this question, but I think this one is really meant for you. So aside from the cash money and the fame, what motivates you to join this very prestigious competition?
Well, good afternoon once again, and thank you for that wonderful question. Actually, to be honest, I've waited for 4 long years to be able to join Binibining San Fernando. I've always envisioned myself to represent San Fernando in a national stage with pride and dignity. That is why I am here and also to expand my platform and to work with the organization of Binibining San Fernando to achieve their plans and goals for San Fernando. Thank you.
All right, thank you, and thank you, Miss Sheila. Thanks a lot. This is Luella May Patson. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Luella. And now is for the pictorial. Oh, another question. No, itest jud nato nga to ang mga lovely, equally stunning and intelligent binibinis. Let's have the floor to
Well, Sheila.
hello. Okay, Miss.
Yes, I'm Leon Mastrolioso, the first runner-up of the Lekambidi of 2019. Hello,
Yeah.
lovely candidate. Each one of you is empowered with different advocacy, but it differs in how you can make it into reality. Now, to my fellow educators of the same school, candidate number 1 and candidate number 13, be ready. Just kidding. And so here's my question, quick check. Anyone can answer, just raise your hands, okay? Who among you here choose their advocacy because it's close to their hearts? Okay. And next is, who among you here chose their advocacy because it will make you win? Okay. Oh, there you are. I like the spirit. You know, girls, that's one thing that you should have, the courage to fight for your advocacy and the courage to influence each one of us in here. And lastly is, who among you here chose their advocacy because it is what our San Fernando truly needs? How about others? Yes, that would be fine. Now with that, if there's no winner in a collaboration of advocacies among all of you, I want you all candidates to collaborate and think for at least a minute. Like, what do you think one advocacy that would encompass all your advocacies? Your 1 minute starts now. Go on.
Now that's sisterhood.
Yes, Miss Sheila.
And how about you, Miss Sheila? How would you answer that?
Auto pass.
Excuse me, Miss Leon. I actually just wanna ask or like emphasize or clarify rather the question. Are we gonna like think of the advocacy that we find most in a collaborative way, or shall we choose someone's advocacy and fight? Justify why we chose that one.
It's either of the two. If you think that one advocacy is what our San Fernando needs, or you can make at least one advocacy that would collaborate all your advocacies.
All right, thank you.
Okay. So I'm very honored that they allowed me to speak in behalf of them. So the girls said that women empowerment is the advocacy that would really be collaborative for all of us because women raise people and it starts at home. So if the women or the parents would teach our children to be great people, then all of us would really apply to that. So with ate, with the education, if our mothers would provide us a great education and help us really empower ourselves, then we would be great people in the future. And if our mothers would teach us and make us be aware that oh, in the literature, yeah. So if our mothers were to teach us, really enlighten us about that, then it would be great. We would be great people. So again, women raise people, women raise children. So if we were to help the women raise children well, then it would be really great. So we should empower the women and our mothers. So thank you.
That's right, lovely candidates. As an empowered woman, we are responsible to educate each one of us, not just within your community. Now, anyone can answer, just two or three. My next question is, would you change advocacy to address our town's need, or would you continue pursuing your own advocacy? Yes, candidate number one.
So for me, I will not change my advocacy because basically that is what our town really needs. And that is to empower the young ones, especially those who have difficulties in reading or even in writing, so that they'll be more confident enough to be able to relate themselves to others. And if our youngsters are empowered, then other people will be empowered too, and all of us will be able to relate, connect, and be able to help one another. So it's like a domino effect that we focuses on the roots so that we'll be able to, of course, resolve problems, tiny or sub problems that we have in our community. And I think that my advocacy is very firm, it is very realistic, it's smart, it's measurable, and most importantly, it is attainable. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, number one. Anyone?
Okay, so for me, I will still continue my advocacy, which is the education for all, because again, I do believe that education is very important in our lives, and especially as a future educator, I'm a future early childhood educator. We are dealing with small children. We are called molders, so we mold little children into their life, and then as an educator, I see how important it is to be educated. Because if people are educated or people are having the chance to have a degree or a diploma, and it is something that they will cherish for the rest of their lives. And also, I believe that education, let us not steal let us not steal the chance for the little children to have the education, because education is our great defense for poverty. Because I do believe that if you are well educated, you are having a degree, you have that diploma, it provides you a lot of opportunities, job opportunities, and it will be a great way to defeat poverty, especially in our town. And also, I will leave in this statement that I really do believe that education, giving education for all, is something that will uplift our town, and it is something that leads us to a better life. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, for my next question, since we don't have enough time, it is for candidate number 13. Are you the one who is advocating for the AST? Am I right? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. I was once also advocating the same advocacy last 2019, wherein I was focusing on the STEM capabilities. Now, my question is, how would you continue your advocacy given you will not have the crown?
Okay, so even though I won't have the crown, of course, I can share my knowledge and I can share my compassion to the children with ASD here in our town, especially in our SPED centers. So I can collaborate with the teachers. I can tap people who has a lot of connections so that we can organize some events for our ASD children because of course they need play, they need attention, they need therapy, and actually, in reality, that really costs a lot of money. And it would be a very big help if we could tap a non-government agency or organization that would help us to give those type of things to our ASD children because, of course, they belong in our community. And, of course, we need to honor them. They have a lot of things to offer. They're very creative. And neurodiverse children really is amazing type of children in our community, and we need to really uplift them because even though they're different from us, like they cannot communicate very well from us, but they have the skills. They are very artistic, and I tell you, their artistic side of mind will really amaze every one of us. It seems like they have the superpowers. Actually, they actually most of them actually have photographic memories. They can remember a lot of things, a lot of like very OC. Being very OC is like it's very amazing to know that even a very slight changes of the table arrangement, they could notice everything. They are very smart, actually. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, enough for asking questions to you guys. Now, anyone can ask or give me a phrase that would encourage to each one of you. Like, how would you encourage to your candidate in one phrase? Anyone? May have other hand aside from candidate 1 and 13.
If there is one phrase that
Thank you, candidate number 4.
if there is one phrase that I would tell to my fellow candidates for them to feel the confidence is that laban tayo kay mo ay nagsugo. That would be all. Thank you.
Very good. Now, lastly, now I want you guys to ask a question that all of us here would answer in chorus. What do you think would that be? Other hand again.
Nagutaan na sila, oh, guwapa ba daw, me?
Say ito ba, guys? Again, you can ask the question again. There you are. Thank you, lovely candidates.
Oh, all right. Thank you, Miss Mia, my very long friend. I miss you. And of course, to all the Binibini, congratulations. All right. Kinsa pa may ganahan mangutana sa ato ang mga kandidata from the audience? How about from the Bisaya vlogger community? Do you have any question, ma'am, sir? Sir? Okay, I will give the microphone.
Hi, good afternoon, pretty ladies in front of me. All right, by the way, I am the representative from Bisaya YouTubers Club, our group, and we are vlogging here. So I would like to thank also Sir Genesis for inviting us. I have a question, Ran. Anyone can answer actually, because you are actually 13, no? So dagan kayo. My question is should you win this pageant, what is the first thing you want to do as Binibining San Fernando? Anyone can answer.
All right. So if I win the Binibining San Fernando crown, what I will do first is to be the real me. Okay? Because I know that it starts from deep within. It starts from self. I will be the role model for everyone, As you all know, I have been a breadwinner for 3 years, and I have been able to send my two siblings to school, and I'm very proud of it that I'm able to juggle my work and, of course, my studying. And this June, I will be graduating as cum laude. And, of course, in the coming months, I'll be promoted as a trainer. And it's I'm very proud and grateful of all the achievements that I've had. And I want this to resonate to all San Fernandohanas that no matter how difficult your circumstances are, currently there's always a solution. And always remember that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you. All right, so I have my last question. Anyone can answer again. How can you encourage the younger generations to protect our environment? Sure.
Hello. Okay. Now, this question, in fact, pertains to the environment, and this advocacy is very near and dear to my heart. From among the organizations that I've been affiliated since I was young, thanks to my parents and thanks to the government who support the youth action, I believe that the National Youth Commission Egg Shape has been a vital tool in shaping the youth of today, and including that of the local government. Now, I can influence the youth of today or the younger ones in today in protecting the environment by basically doing the job and by instilling, ladies and gentlemen, that we are models of the future generations. They cannot do one certain action without seeing us modeling them, because that is culture in itself. Culture is learned, culture is shared, culture is adaptive, culture is maladaptive, and culture changes. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, from Bisaya Vlogger Community. YouTubers community. I'm so sorry. Okay. So, naapa by questions from the audience? Naapa o wala na? If wala na, ma'am, do you have a question? Wala. Okay. So, if wala na, everyone, thank you so much for coming and at the same time for giving us time to witness this official candidates for Binibining San Fernando 2023. Congratulations, everyone! Oh, pwede na tama mauli. Okay, but I would like to give my heartfelt gratitude from the San Fernando heads, especially my super idol. No, dijud ko mo. Dijud ni Ming, sir. You are my favorite, char bias one way, favorite and my idol when it comes to organizing a pageant or making your craft amazing. So thank you so much, sir, Jen. Okay. And to everyone, thank you for giving us time and for helping us accomplish this event. Thank you, everyone, and amping sa pag-uli. Alright, ladies. Pabilin daw mo kay naamoy ko an. Naamoy pagabuhaton. Oh, pictorial. Go, ladies.
Kiss my love give rest to me, and